Caribou has become an unlikely EDM artist, so when he coined the term EDM barfplosion, we had to get down to the bottom of this upchuck mystery.
For me, the fascinating thing about the whole EDM thing in America in the last few years is not so much the music, which sounds just to me like a more amped up version of kind of trance music or trap music or whatever, like some hybrid of those things. But as a social phenomenon, and also the way that kind of big money, like corporate money, piled into this thing that they perceived as like a kind of get rich quick opportunity. It was that really turned me off what was happening, that side of things that was happening that turned me off it. The music, you know, it fills a kind of function that lots of different kinds of music before it has filled that same purpose for young kids to go out and be crazy to.
Our Love was considered one of the best EDM albums of 2014, which makes it kind of awkward that Caribou doesn't consider his music EDM.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I don't really think about my music in those kind of terms at all. For me, it doesn't fit in with EDM is a very kind of strict, you know, template of what the music sounds like. But you know, if people, I'm always interested in people that haven't heard my music before hearing it, and if it's a way that kind of introduces people to a different kind of electronic music and provides a way for them to get into something a little different from what the mainstream EDM phenomenon is, then that's fine with me.
Caribou's latest album, Our Love, made it on most top 10 lists around the world, but he's way more proud of something completely unrelated.
So the album was in the top 10 in Ireland, where you quoted that interview, and in the UK as well, in England. And I mean, that's incredibly unlikely. You know, it's like the things that make it into the top 10 tend to have huge marketing budgets from major labels and have lots of different people working on them to make sure they're glossy enough to fit into some kind of popular template. I think that's generally true. So I do feel really proud of being able to kind of cross into popular consciousness to some degree anyway, just doing things very much on my terms, you know?
Caribou got to live out his teenage dream when he toured the world with Radiohead, but it's what they taught him that inspired him the most.
Touring with Radiohead was absolutely incredible, and it's not just that they're one of the biggest bands, I think they're one of the most special bands in the world, because they're so huge, and they've done it entirely on their terms, and that's been a big inspiration for me, actually, is how they conduct themselves in every aspect of their musical life and political life and everything like that. I mean, the first shows we did were 2 shows, 60,000 people a night in a baseball stadium in Mexico City. And we did the whole world with them, really, pretty much their whole world tour together. You know, it was like a kind of teenage dream of mine come true, that if I'd have told myself then that I was going to be doing these shows, I would never have believed it.